About to day log in my flip-flops. It's all fun. So yeah, let me explain a little bit about this E85 stuff. I know you guys have a lot of questions as how this works. Basically, ethanol is able to burn
red light camera ahead.
Damn GPS. Ethanol is always able to burn at cooler temperature, and you're allowed to run more timing, more boost, etc. So the plus side of having a flex fuel kit that automatically compensates based on your ethanol content, the ECU automatically is going to change stuff around so that you're always in the safe zone and you're always in the optimized zone. So what that means is you're always going to be running your best and you won't have to change a thing. In the past, what we had to do is based on the ethanol content that we were able to read off the fuel app, we were able to change the maps based on the ethanol content. We have a map from like 10 to 30, 30 to 50, 50 to 70, 70 to 85, so on and so on. So now that we're on a flex fuel kit, we're allowed to pretty much just sit back, pick the map that we want to be on as far as boost levels. I got a low, medium, and high map, and also have an eco map from AMS, and I'm able to just kind of run the car and let it do its own thing based on the amount of ethanol content I have. So that means I don't always have to put 85 in the car. I can either put 93 or E85, and the car is going to automatically do its thing, and I won't have to touch anything else. So that's highly beneficial to me, because let's say if I'm running, I start driving with a tank of E85, then I drive somewhere where only 93 is available. I can still run 93, just put it in the tank. The ethanol content might come down, but the ECU is automatically going to make up the difference for that and change things around to the point where the car is still safe, it's optimized, and the car won't skip a beat. So let's go ahead and get to the highway, or Mexico, my test road, which hopefully it's empty tonight, and we can go ahead and get some pulls in. So my temps are already in the green right now as far as CATs and IATs. That's one downside of parking your car in the garage. As soon as you get done driving, all the heat just stays under your hood and they climb up, but they're quickly coming down. But my oil temperature is only at 145 degrees. I typically don't like to beat on this car unless my oil temps are at least 160, 170. In some cases I even wait to 180. I just like to be the oil to be nice and warm, so I can get into those places that it needs to go into without an issue. Other than that, guys, that's pretty much the basic breakdown of how the flex fuel kit's going to work on this VR30 platform. But to say the least, it's pretty easy to use. I wouldn't say it's pretty easy to install, because it does take some somewhat knowledge of what you're doing before you do it, and also some initiative on your behalf in order to get it done. So my goal, as you guys know, everyone's goal is to hit a 10-second pass on a E85 stock turbo car. Is that doable? Yes, it's doable, but it's going to take some weight reduction. It's going to take a very good launch. It's going to take very good DA. It's going to take very good temperature. It's going to a whole lot of the stars pretty much have to align for a 10-second pass on stock turbos. Now, a couple of guys have done it on RT turbos, but hey, I don't plan on upgrade to RT turbos just yet. I don't care who hits it first as far as a 10-second pass on stock turbos. Would I like to do it? Of course. Am I gonna do it? You know, I think it's possible. I think I'm able to pull it off. You guys have seen my track record. I mean, I've been able to do some pretty crazy things with this car so far. From a daily driver aspect, this is not a fast car. Keep in mind, when I talk about a fast car, we're talking lots of horsepower, very fast, probably not daily drivable. This is a daily driver with possibly 500 wheel horsepower. I hear my brakes. Oh, there we go. 500 wheel horsepower, and it's a daily driver. I can take it to work, put 93, E85, whatever I want, and take it to work. So I'd say from my point of view, it's probably the perfect daily to me. I love this car. Would I like to get rid of it all the time, because I've had a Q50 before? It feels like the same cockpit, the same car all the time. So I'm kind of just like on the fence about it. Do I want to go on with the platform and move on to something different? All the time. But we will see what happens. Don't mind my radar. It's just tell me there's a red light camera, which is disconnected, but it still lets me know. And the reason my brakes are squeaking is because when I moved from Michigan, my brakes had some serious discoloration in it, and they started squeaking then. I resurfaced them, and I really haven't, I felt like I bed them in properly, and it still squeak no matter what. So I've had these rotors for roughly 15,000 miles. I have a lot of track passes on them. They've been road course as well, so maybe just time to change the rotor out. And I have two-piece rotors, so I just have to get with Z1 and get the outer ring swapped. It's about 150 bucks, I think, per corner. So it's about 300 bucks for the entire axle. It might be something I just want to do soon, just to kind of start fresh again and get rid of the squeak. Does it bother me? Not really. Is it embarrassing? Probably. It's gotten to the point where I just don't care anymore. The car stops on a dime, so I don't care what it sounds like from the outside to other people. So we're gonna go ahead and get to our test road here. I'm gonna jump on the turnpike, get to the test road, and data log. So you guys can see from my point of view, hopefully pretty good, what I can see when I get on this thing. So far on E, this is a base file, E85. I don't even think we've turned it up. It still has the same boost level as 93. We're kind of getting the boost controller dialed up and now working on the flex map, but it's still pretty much the same boost as 93. I do expect the car to be somewhat quicker once we get it done and dialed in, and then we'll return to the track and do the process of trying to get a 10-second pass. The weather's going to drop down here considerably. Hopefully the track stay open for quite some time, and we can get things done. But let's go ahead and hit the turnpike and get some runs in. All right, we're about to do it here in the middle of the highway. I don't care right now. Okay, felt pretty good. Don't do this at home though. Don't data log in the middle of the highway. I'll slow down till about 60 and then went to about 130, I think it was. Truth be told, guys, I have no idea where the fuck I am, but we're gonna send it anyway. Oh shit. Oh shit. Don't try that shit at home. We got our log though. Holy shit. Don't do that shit at home. That's stupid. Alright, we're about to get back on the expressway and head our way back towards the opposite direction. Get a couple more logs. I usually send in like 3 or 4 logs at a time, just simply because there's always something different that happens in each one, and you'll always get the opportunity unless you have like a test road. In the area that I'm in Dallas, there's not a whole lot of test roads that I can test at. I have to either drive really far to get a nice test road or a nice hit, so I take my opportunities where I can. So we're about to take one right now and do another hit right here as soon as we can get on the road. Is this a fucking highway? What is this? Looks like a damn regular road. It's a 60 speed limit. Let's see if I can get all the way to the left and make a hit. Fuck it, we'll make a hit. Second or third. I'm gonna get one more pull, 3rd and 4th gear of what I can. Traffic's obviously really heavy right now, or I might wait till tomorrow. But I'm gonna hit the track tomorrow and also get some launch control pulls. I want to see if they can kind of help me out with tuning out that throttle hang. If you guys saw the last video, my throttle was hanging pretty bad at the track, and I was getting quite a bit of throttle hang, and it was kind of making my 60-foot suck, and it was also hurting my quarter mile. I mean, the throttle was hanging for probably, I said, 1/3 of a second or so, roughly in there. That, even though it doesn't sound like a lot, it hurts if you're trying to get a good quarter mile time. And if we're gonna even attempt a 10-second pass, that's not gonna happen. By the way, the car, I must say, the car felt really strong in that pass right there, so I'm gonna say that it's definitely running well for a base file. 3rd gear pull. Pretty good. So that's 4. I actually did another log off camera. That's 4, 5 logs. I'm gonna stop right there for those. see if I can send a couple in of launch control if I can. Car feels good. I think it's it felt just like the last time I got E-tune on E85 on the base file. It felt steady. Once they turn it up, it gets a little bit rowdy. I mean, if you ever been in a 400 or 500 wheel horsepower car, you know, if it's a predictable car, this is all-wheel drive. It's pretty controlled. Not a whole lot of drama. You know what to expect. So, by the way, guys, this is one of my first few times trying vlogging with my GoPro on my head. So I do apologize if there's some pauses in between what I say. It's still kind of strange. Shout out to Fresh Kicks, man. Fresh Kicks actually inspired me to put my damn GoPro on my head. This dude makes some pretty good videos just by putting his GoPro on his head and just racing his 350Z. He's got a stroked out 3.8 single turbo 350Z, I believe. I believe it's a single. Correct me if I'm wrong. He's got a Q50, all stanced out, real nice. And he's also got a R8. He just sold his Evo, and this dude is great. He inspired me. He inspires me every day. He has a friend of 15 years that he just bought a car for so he can get back on his feet. I guess the guy is homeless, and the car got stolen, and he opened up a GoFundMe for him, and somebody donated a car. They donated some money. So that's some really good stuff, man. I can always appreciate that kind of stuff in the car community, and coming from somebody who I look up to, that's pretty good, pretty cool, man. I appreciate that. So yeah, shout out to Fresh Kick, guys. You'll follow his channel, man. But getting back to this Q60, man, I'm really happy the way the car feels, honestly. If today I had to leave the car like that was the furthest I could go, I'd be happy with that. For daily driving, holy cow, this car is quick, man. I don't know if you guys are in the market for a Q50 or a Q60, but there is no better value on the market right now for a monthly payment versus money spent for horsepower gain and return. So my damn tire pressure light keeps coming on randomly after I pass every one of these things, or these toll things. I don't know what it is, but every day in the exact same spots it comes on, and I have to turn it back off. That's some weird stuff. I have to look into that. But other than that, guys, let's go ahead and go do some launch control out the hole, and let's see what we can do. I'm not expecting anything crazy. Launch control in the street is freaking wild. The car hits like 10 pounds of boost off the line, and it just spins the tires, it throttle hangs. Race around phase 4 is kind of wild, but it's fun, for real. It's really fun. All right, so we're gonna make a quick launch control hit. This test road is really bumpy. It just has a lot of hills, so we'll take it easy. But let's make a quick hit. Foot all the way in. Jesus. That'll serve its purpose. Spun quite a bit. It got out the hole pretty quick. The throttle hung a little bit. It did a little bit of everything, but that's okay. That's the kind of data I needed so they can see what's going on. So yeah, guys, that's pretty much it. Just kind of wanted to get a quick video of me data logging and kind of get in touch with you guys. I know it's been a while since I've been consistent, but hey, 2 videos this month. This will be the 3rd one. Hopefully you guys start to notice. I think tomorrow I might actually go to the track and get some 8th mile hits. That would be cool to get some 8th mile hits to practice and get some more data logs. But I'm not sure if I'll go yet. It all depends with you'll know by the next video, I guess, if I go to the track or not. It's an 8th mile. It's a really nice prep track. It's very quiet. I can get a lot of hits in, and tomorrow's temperatures are going to be great, so this will be perfect to actually tune the car on. So yeah, we may actually, the next video might be at the track. If not, I still want to review one of my subscribers' car. He's here locally. He's got a really nice car, and I would like for you guys to see it. It has a lot of aesthetics on it, and I know some of you guys, that's more important. It's not always about performance, but you know, it is what it is. Also, I am looking for a daily. I think I am going to make a purchase soon. I want a 350 or G35, maybe a 37 if I can find one decently priced, but I definitely want a daily manual that I can drive around, thrash around. I'm almost at 27,000 miles here, and I hear Dallas gets a lot of ice, and I really don't want to risk this car and get hit by somebody stupid who doesn't know how to drive on icy roads. I'm from Michigan. I think I'm pretty well. I'm a pretty good defensive driver, and I'm pretty good at driving in the snow. But driving, I can't control other people, other people's behavior. So that's kind of where I'm at with it. I'll see if I can find a daily, something manual for sure, to bring some different kind of crowd to the channel and exposure. But nothing that I'm probably gonna modify too much. Just probably intake, exhaust, or something like that. I would love an admin tuned 350Z. That'd be kind of cool. What you guys think on the channel? Let me know in the comments if you guys want to see a G35 350Z tuned up with a Tome, vato, with a fucking Tome. A Tome will be dope. I always wonder when they're loud and obnoxious, and everybody knows you have a VQ motor if you got one. So yep, subscribe, link in the description. Instagram, Facebook, link in the description. If you guys still looking for these paddle shifter extenders for the Q60 with the short paddles, the sport model, go ahead and go to the video where it's about 2-3 videos back. The link to purchase in the description. Other than that, guys, I'll see you guys next video. Subscribe, like, share this video, and also hit the notification bell for me, guys. See you guys in the next one.